Hi everyone, welcome to Greeklish Outdoors. Today we are going out camping. I've not been out for ages, I'm dying to get out there into the mountains, so stick around. Well, we made it. Wow, that was a long and difficult drive up the mountain. The pickup I'm driving in is only rear-wheel drive. Luckily, we just had some new tyres put on it, but still tricky. Anyway, we're here. I need to stretch my back out a little bit, and then we need to go out into the wilderness and find a good place to camp. But I really love it up here. I've been up here a few times before. I've actually hiked up here. I'll put a link to that hike in the description below. But it's a really beautiful place. So peaceful. This is an old refuge. Every time I come up here, this place is never open. So I'm not sure whether it's permanently shut down or whether I'm just coming at the wrong time of year. It's the first time I'm taking out my new DD Bergen rucksack. I've packed it as well as I can. I'm trying to be as lightweight as possible today. I did bring a luxury item in this pack, which was my Trekology foldable chair. But apart from that, I've tried to be as lightweight as possible. There are so many biting flies out today, so the first thing I need to do is put some insect repellent on. I don't really like this stuff. It does smell quite bad and a little bit toxic, but you have no alternative when you're full of black fly, horse flies out here. Later on there'll be mosquitoes. So we're going to head over to where those trees are there and hopefully find a suitable camping spot. Otherwise we're going to have to go all the way up there. I have got to be a little bit careful out here, not only for things like dogs and potentially wolves, but also this time of year is snake season, and we do have a couple of poisonous snakes in Greece. I will put them on the screen now for you to see. I'm not afraid of snakes, I just rather not get bitten when I'm so far away from home. So the advice I've been given over the years is to walk with a heavy foot, so the vibrations will be felt by the snakes and hopefully they'll bugger off before you get there. I'd planned on camping around about here, but it's a little bit too overgrown, as they say in Yorkshire. I think it's a little bit too uneven here. There's a lot of rocks. The grass and the foliage is quite long. It's not going to be really suitable for my tent. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll find a place further up the mountain, I think. Right, we're going to go all the way up there, a bit further around. And round there is a camping place which I know has been set up. People have used it many times. Maybe I'll go there. Maybe I'll find somewhere fresh, but that is where we're heading. So here's one of the recreational places. Looks like it's long since abandoned. There is a picnic table over here. It's still very uneven though. What I am going to do is stop here for a drink. I am thirsty as hell. I brought my 2-litre water bottle with me. I've also got 2 500ml bottles of water in my bag. If I didn't have the other stuff in this blue bag, I would have carried it over my shoulder. I actually made some hemp rope, sewed a little bit of leather onto it for a little bit of cushioning, so you can just put it over your shoulder and have your water bottle like that. Cheers. Right, I'm going to have a protein bar. Don't worry, it's not snack of the week, not yet. I'm really trying to do my best at the moment to get fit, lose some weight. I think I said that the last time I was here, but this time I really am determined to get fitter. I'm fed up of being overweight, I'm fed up of being unfit, and so yeah, I'm cycling almost every day, doing some walking. Today obviously I'm out hiking and camping, but I'm really determined this time to try and get fitter. Anyway, time for a protein bar. Not bad. Speaking though of snack of the week, do any of you enjoy it? For me it's just a little bit of fun, nothing serious, just me trying out new snacks, maybe that I haven't tried before, maybe that you haven't tried before, maybe have a little bit of a laugh along the way. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you want to see more of those? Do you want to see less of those? Are you not bothered? Have you not seen them? Let me know in the comment section below. And while you're there, you might want to subscribe to the channel, because it's not all snacks. It's camping, it's hiking, it's shooting, all sorts of shit really. So tonight is also a test night for the NatureHike Cloud Wing 2, which I did a previous first look at on the channel a few episodes prior to this, so do have a look out for that. I will put a link in the description as well, but let's get this set up. So there you have it, the NatureHike Cloud Wing 2. I think it's a little bit better pitched than I did it in the last video. It's much tighter, the ground's softer here, I can get the stakes in much tighter. I think it's a pretty cool looking tent. Right, so there we go. This is home for the night, and I am really excited to test this one out as well. Unfortunately there's no rain tonight to test out its waterproof ability, but it's Greece, what do you expect? It's summertime, it's going to be blazing hot from now until eternity probably. Anyway, I'm going to get my chair out and make something to eat. I'm bloody starving, love. I am going to gather a few twigs because I might have just a little teeny fire in my Savota Happy Stove later on. So many flies here at the minute. Right, so nothing special for lunch. I'm just having a chicken pasta bolognese with some cheese. So just to boil that up. You'll probably notice flies running over the camera at some point. There are so many here. Chicken bolognese. It's actually pretty good. I'm starving. All I've had so far today is a yogurt, so I really need this. So as I'm up here in the mountains on my own, and there is a chance, although somewhat small, that I might encounter a dog, a wolf, a jackal, foxes, wild boar, snakes, etc. Animals which could potentially be dangerous for me. I need to make a few sharp sticks to defend myself if need be. Hopefully it'll never come to that, but be prepared. I've got my trusty axe. Let's go make some spears. Luckily, I didn't have to go far to find this big piece of wood, and someone's already kindly partially put a pointy end to it. I think with a little bit of modification, I'll be able to stake any vampire in the area. There is my spear. Tapered it down to the spear tip, and on this end I've left kind of a club head. But the minute there are thousands of flies, and they're really biting, even though I've got DEET on. So I'm going to retreat to the tent for a little while. Can you see the number of flies under my fly? I should have sprayed it with some permethrin beforehand, really. Oh well. I'm stuck in the tent for a little bit then. I need to cool off anyway. Flies, flies, flies. I think there's a creature outside. There it is. Some kind of bird. Probably a bird of prey. I can't yet distinguish it. I'll try and communicate. I know all the bird sounds, so I should be able to mimic it perfectly. Caw-caw! I think what he's saying is, there are too many flies around. As far as the tent goes, I'm very happy in here so far. It was really hot when I first got in here, but I've left the door partially open. These big mesh panels on either side, and the vents at the front and back, plus a little bit of wind outside, it's really helping bringing the breeze through. I've not put the guy lines on today because, to be fair, it's not that windy. If it does pick up in the night, I will have to tie it off a little bit better, but hopefully that will get rid of the flies too. The first time I came up here was at least 12, maybe even 15 years ago, with my wife and her uncle, my friend Thanos, and I just found it a beautiful place to be. Subsequently, I've come up on my own, we've been up with other members of family, and one time my old friend Matthew came up with us. When my friend Matthew came over, it was October, so it was fairly cool. My wife and Thanos were in the front of the cab. Matthew and I were in the pickup part at the back. And we had a really good day driving up here, hiking in the mountains. And then on the way back down, we had a little incident where the brakes got a little bit too hot. And so Thanos, all of a sudden, when Matthew and I are in the back, had to swerve the truck into the mountain and skid the back end out to stop us driving off the edge of the mountain. I remember it being really good fun and not realizing what danger we're in at the time. If I were to show you out there, the views over there are fantastic. In fact, if I show you through the trees now, you will see. That was taken on my drone a few months ago. I actually put that in a different video just today to give you an idea of whereabouts I am. Of course, one thing you have to be careful of this time of year is controlling your fire. In summertime especially, and of course I'm in Greece where we are very prone to forest fires in summertime. So try and keep it small as possible, in a wood burner if possible as well. It's very easy to let things get out of hand. The fire will spread and then you'll be in a whole world of pain. That's about as big as the fire I want to have tonight. I'll keep on feeding it slowly and eventually I'll put some water on to boil and have some dinner. Just as I've got the fire going, I felt a couple of little drops of water. I've just checked the forecast and it has changed, and there's a 55% chance of rain tonight here. So good news for testing the tent out, bad news for me having a nice relaxing evening beside the fire. Just as I say that, it starts to rain. So I'm back in the tent again. I had to quickly pull my chair down and get everything inside. So we're having dinner in here tonight. You could not make it up. And here it comes, harder rain. I really hope this tent is waterproof tonight, because there's no way I can drive down the mountain where I came in weather like this anyway. It'd be too dangerous. So we're all in. This tent has a hydrostatic head of 1500 millimeters, which is not a massive amount to be in a heavy storm like this. I'm getting slightly concerned now, as it's really heavy and I hadn't tied the guy lines on yet. I am getting pretty concerned now. It's thundering and lightning. This was not meant to be happening today. The rain is really heavy, as you can hear. And now I can see the mat underneath this is starting to collect some water. It's not coming through yet, but it's something to keep an eye on. I'm slightly concerned for my safety now. Mainly due to the lightning, I'm surrounded by trees. This might not be good. To make a run for it. I'm not sure if you even heard what I was saying in the other videos because the rain was so loud, but it was pretty terrifying. The thunder was so loud, it felt like it was above the tent. The tent has got aluminium poles, so it's so dangerous being in there. So I've had to run so far with my backpack, abandoning the tent, back to the pickup truck. Anyway, I'm going to hold fast here for a while, and hopefully things will calm down later and I can go back to the tent again. Right, so I am back at the office. Unfortunately, it just, to me, seemed too dangerous to stay up on the mountain. I'm exhausted, to be honest. It's taken me an hour and a half to get off the mountain down back to the city here. The roads were really bad. They were bad on the way up, and after the rain they were even worse. So it was quite a stressful drive down. I don't mind saying that when I made a run for it from the tent to the pickup truck, that it was probably one of the most scared I've been during an outdoor adventure. Even more than when I was in a tent and I could hear wolves around me. It was so many loud banging of thunder, flashes in the sky. I really thought at one point I might get hit by lightning. So it's nice to be back safely in my office, but I'm afraid that is the end of the video. One thing I will say is that I went all the way back up again to where the camping spot was to collect the tent, and it was totally dry inside, no water had come through. It did really well. The only issue I had was when I was trying to zip up the main door again, and I accidentally caught the fly in there and I ripped the fly about this much, so I do need to fix that. But apart from that, it performed really well. Just having a tent with aluminium poles on the top of a mountain with a couple of trees next to you, a clearing on the other side in a thunderstorm, I just didn't feel it was worth risking myself to continue up there, I'm afraid. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching this far. Take care of yourselves, much love. I'll see you next time.